With me now is Professor Dirk Schultheiss, urologist and chairman of the International Congress of the History of Urology. Professor Schultheiss, what is this historical congress about and what can urologists as well as everybody learn from this congress?
This year we have the unique or first chance to organize an international congress on the history of urology attached to the annual meeting of the EAU. So this is really a very nice thing, and we were able to invite presenters and audiences from almost all continents from the world. So the word international is really justified in that case.
So how does the history of urology differ in various regions of the world?
Well, it refers to the general history of the continents and the countries. If you go for the East, for China or Japan, of course, the history is very different, but over the last 100 years their medicine has become Western as well, and so even they forget about their traditional medicine today and are not using it as they did before.
Who are the pioneers or the main innovators in the history of urology?
Being in this year 2016, there is the 5th anniversary for the only real true Nobel Prize that was given to a urologist for a urology work. So Charles Huggins, a Canadian-American urologist, received the Nobel Prize in 1966 for his work on prostate cancer. So that for sure is a milestone you could mention. And of course we have eminent persons within the EAU, and we will hear something about Willy Grégoire, a Belgian urologist who was one of the forcing drivers to establish EAU.
Your own speech will be about the topic how sex came to Germany. How did sex come to Germany?
In every country there is sex, but it's differently accepted, it's differently discussed and published or talked about in the culture. 100 years ago in the Weimar Republic everything was very open. Germany was the leading country of sexology from the scientific point of view, and with 1933 with the National Socialism coming up, all this changed. Thereafter everything changed again, and in Western Germany very conservative forces were directing sex in the first years until the sexual revolution in the 1960s, and the complete or rather different approach was in the eastern part of Germany, the communist part, where sex was completely differently handled from the political side.
This year there's also a special exhibition going on about the history of urology. Can you tell us a little bit more about this exhibition?
We have an exhibition every year, but this year is special because the EAU was fortunate to take over a private collection of historical instruments, books and other items from a urologist from the Netherlands, Joost de Vries, and we are showing some of these items and the biography of this urologist during this congress. So we have an online museum in the EAU, so people can go there, and of course these items will go in this online museum as well.
What kind of items are we talking about?
Well, everything known to urologists, long and slim instruments mainly.
But towards the future, where is urology going to develop, in which direction, if you look like 25 years ahead?
Well, urology is a comparably young specialty if you compare it to others. We are very much interested in technology, so surgical aspects will improve. So robotic surgery, urologists were quite early in jumping onto that and using that for radical prostatectomy and other things. Oncology is a big topic, and I think it will be the future, if not in every medical subject, for sure in urology.
Thank you so much for these insights, Professor Schultheiss. It was great to talk to you.
Well, you're very welcome. Thank you for interviewing me.
Thank you.